Questions from a listener. So I had a message on Facebook, and he says, interested in your thoughts on something. I coach a younger team, and the manager and the parents are super keen to get the tryouts going. Normally, I get out of the way at the beginning of May, but, COVID. Normally, my tryouts are composed of some sort of rondo to warm up, 1v1, 2v2, 4v4. Basically, I like to see them play and try stuff. Then I go with, did they try the stuff and are they enjoying it? And then, he's conflicted because he's not going to be able to do that under the new guidelines. Under the AYSA guidelines, there's a setup. Under their setup, it's not possible. As silly as I think the guidelines are, violating them jeopardizes my insurance coverage. That is scary. So you basically were kind of stuck because of this fear we have of, the COVID-19, be careful what you ask for kind of thing. And we have all these rules and all this stuff, and it's going to take away their insurance if they don't do it right. And there's going to be some clubs that can't afford to do it the way they want to do them because they don't have the spacing, and it's all goofy. So the question is, am I too attached to my routine? What are other kind of options? What can you do to really evaluate talent? So, here's my thoughts on it. I hate club soccer. I don't like tryouts and all that stuff. I think for me, tryouts is about, everyone's like, we're trying outs. We're going to see if these kids are good enough to be in the club. Where I come from a different stance of, I'm going to do tryouts based on, they want to play for me. They're trying me out and seeing how I behave, how I do things. That's kind of what I do. They're trying me out, and then I place them, and I guess that's kind of where you're at in the equation. If you have multiple teams and stuff, you got to place them according to ability, and you place them based on ability. And that's the goofy part. So, but let me give you some thoughts. I'm going to turn the screen to my screen, and I'm going to show you something I've done in the past. I used to own the National Soccer Skill Store, and look at what I got here. This is skill 1, and they get judged based on time and completing the task. So here's skill 1, and look at the social distancing I already have on this bad boy. So everyone's safe, keeping social distance, and it explains all the details. And by the way, email me. I'll send you guys these activities. Here's skill 2. So this is dribble for speed, and they have to dribble, and it explains exactly how it's set up. And look at the social distancing, amazing. Skill 3, 40-yard dash without the ball, and it explains all the details. And here, skill 4, change of direction. This is where they have to dribble, and I have all the rules explaining how it works. As far as the clock will start as soon as they take the first touch of the ball, and they have to finish and get the ball stuck in or trapped inside the 10x10 area. Skill 5, chipping, 2 goals separated by 5 yards, and they get 4 balls, and it's based on time and score. And open goal finishing. This does a couple things. And by the way, doing this is kind of like, I've done this event obviously before. I used to run it, through the western part of the United States, and no one liked it. So, but they might like it now because it has social distancing. But this is a cool event. This is open goal finishing, where you have to run around, hit the ball right foot twice, run around the flag, and hit the ball left foot twice. And this is another one, free kick specialist. You just split the goal in 4 directions. They get 4 balls, and total score and time. And 8, breakaway challenge, which is a cool event. And 9, longest drive. They kick the ball along as far as they can. It has to be within the distance. And 10, longest throw-in. So I did these 10 events, and then I have the score sheet. You can print out. It goes on both sides. It gives them the time, and then initial once they complete, whoever's doing the competition, but you can set this up on any field. Keep social distancing. It's a good tryout format. I have the see what that is. Oh, here's the actual scorecard you print, and they kind of go through it. That's the backside of the scorecard, and they just get the score and you turn it in, and then you evaluate the scores. So, anyways, let's see if I can get back. Oh, I'm back. You could do a tryout that way, and things have to change. I think that's a safe way to keep your insurance and all that. Do a tryout that way. And the one thing I would want to know is, are the kids and family committed? Because it's your job as coach to make them better. And you want the most committed kids and families that would be willing to go through the process of allowing the kids to play. Are the players allowed to learn? Are they allowed to make mistakes? Are they allowed to do these things without parent influence of going nuts? So I would be interviewing the parents. I change tryouts. It's different. I think, once we're allowed to do things that we can really focus on what you're trying to do, but you want families that have good character, and you want kids that are willing to learn and go through the process. And it's not all going to work out, but you want to have an environment where you're allowed to play and you're not stressed about winning. You're stressed on getting better. That's why you need to do a point system and rank each individual player every time they play and see how successful they are. Other than that, that's all I got on today's podcast. So best of luck during your COVID-19 tryout. I suggest you do that. Thank you, listener, for giving me a question. I don't know if I answered it for you, but if you email me, I'll email you the scorecard and all that. You can run with it. I know at Phoenix College we're looking at doing this as a fundraiser. Got to do something creative. Anyways, got to roll. Have a wonderful Memorial Day. See you guys tomorrow.